It's with a very heavy heart that we are here today outside the UK mission of the International Committee of the Red Cross to protest at their actions in Palestine. The Geneva Conventions gives the International Committee of the Red Cross a mandate to provide humanitarian protection and assistance for the victims of armed conflict, including prisoners and their families, and to promote international humanitarian law as enshrined in the Geneva Conventions. Unfortunately, the International Committee of the Red Cross has failed to do this for Palestinian political prisoners and their families. Last July 2016, the International Committee for the Red Cross reduced family visits for Palestinian political prisoners held in Israeli prisons from 2 to just 1 visit per month. Despite many protests, both here and in London and in Palestine, against this decision, the International Committee of the Red Cross has not relented. We are here to condemn this shameful decision that continues to have a catastrophic impact on the lives of Palestinian families, and to ask the International Committee of the Red Cross to reconsider. Most families in Palestine have loved ones abducted and caged by the illegal Israeli occupation. Before our last visit here, we spoke to one mother whose son has been imprisoned by the occupation for 3 years to find out how this callous decision by the International Committee of the Red Cross has impacted her family.
At last year's protest, we gave the example of one family that has been affected by this decision. Naima Shamlawi's son, Ali, 16 years old at the time, was one of 19 children who were abducted from their homes by Israeli soldiers in March 2013 and taken to the infamous children's dungeon at Al-Jalami in Israel, where they were violently tortured and locked up in solitary confinement for 2 weeks in windowless 1 meter by 2 meter cells, 3 floors below the surface with no mattress. To coerce confessions from the boys, sexual threats were made against the female members of their families. After extracting confessions under torture of stone throwing, 5 of the boys, including Ali, the Hares Boys, were sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. In clear violation of Article 76 of the 4th Geneva Convention, which provides that persons accused of offences shall be detained in the occupied country, and if convicted, they shall serve their sentences therein. Palestinian prisoners are imprisoned inside the territory of the occupying power. Thus, rather than prisoners being directly accessible to family members, the Palestinian prisoners' family members must seek special permits in order to be able to visit their imprisoned loved ones. Naima was only permitted to visit her son twice a month for 45 minutes. To get to the prison, she had to join a coach organised by the International Red Cross and endure a 67-hour journey through the maze of Israeli checkpoints from the West Bank, where she lives, to the prison in Israel. Even after that, she was not guaranteed to see her son. Sometimes Israeli prison officers ordered the visiting mothers, sisters or daughters to enter a room and ask them to remove their clothes if they wanted to continue their visit. The women always reject the strip search and so have to leave without seeing their loved ones. The International Committee of the Red Cross should be working to bring an end to the Israeli obstruction repercussions of family visits and the Israeli violations of the Geneva Conventions. But instead, the International Committee of the Red Cross has shockingly reduced family visits by 50% for adult male prisoners, from 2 visits a month to just 1 visit a month. The right to 2 visits per month was something Palestinian prisoners fought hard for through many sacrifices, including enduring hunger strikes before the Israeli occupation relented to agreeing to 2 visits a month. Now, the International Committee of the Red Cross is denying the prisoners this right. They are acting as an arm of the occupation and are complicit with Israel's denial of family visits to Palestinian political prisoners. Naomi Shamlawi sent us a message which we delivered to the UK mission of the International Committee of the Red Cross last August. Before we read the letter, I just want to say that since then, the situation has got a lot worse. Naomi's letter reads,
I am Naomi Shamlawi, mother of Ali Shamlawi, who is now in Al-Nakab prison. My son has spent more than 3 years in prison, and I used to visit him twice monthly. But from July, the Red Cross decided to reduce the visits to 50%. The Israeli government deprived me from my son, and it was a chance to see my son twice a month. But now, the Red Cross wants to prevent even this chance. The Red Cross must help us, not help the Israeli occupation in its crimes against us. Without the help of the Red Cross, we will suffer and face many difficulties in trying to visit our children in Israeli prisons. Apart from the exorbitant cost of around $250 to arrange a visit, we also have to contend with the impossibility of negotiating with the Israeli military to achieve such a feat. The decision to cut family visits to once a month will have terrible repercussions. One example is that my daughter was fully given permission to visit her brother, whom she misses terribly. The permit is for 1 visit and is only valid between the 10th of July until the 23rd of August. I had visited my son Ali on July the 6th, with the next scheduled Red Cross visit being on the 24th of August. It means that my daughter will not be allowed to see her brother, and the permit, which was very difficult, will be wasted. She may not get another visit for at least 6 months. If there was 2 visits a month,
Palestine doesn't exist.
like it was before the Red Cross decision, then she would have visited her brother Ali. We hope that the Red Cross will reconsider and stop this unfair decision and remain the humanitarian organisation it was supposed to embody. Signed, Naomi Shamlawi.
This week is the 4th anniversary of Naomi Shamlawi's son Ali's abduction, torture and imprisonment. After writing that letter, the occupation punished Naomi. During the next visit to see her son, Israeli soldiers boarded the ICRC coach, abused mothers including Naomi, confiscated their visiting permits to see their son, and threw them off the coach.
You stop killing the Israelis, it
The
wouldn't
coach was under the protection of the International Committee of the Red Cross.
They want peace.
And yet the International Committee of the Red Cross did nothing to stop these crimes happening and have stayed silent over them.
I'm saying that the
International Committee of the Red Cross should have challenged the decision of the illegal occupation forces and demanded a genuine legal reason for preventing parents from visiting their children, an act which breaches the prisoners' rights under the Geneva Conventions, which the International Committee of the Red Cross was created to champion. We spoke to Nami a few days ago. She told us that she has been prevented from seeing her son for the last 5 months. So from being able to visit her son twice a month, with the International Committee of the Red Cross collusion, she has lost that right and now hasn't seen her son for the last 5 months. Shamefully, the International Committee of the Red Cross has done absolutely nothing about this. Whilst we are very concerned by the plight of the Shamlawis, it's important to stress that the Shamlawis are just one example of thousands of Palestinian families suffering due to the impediments placed by the Israeli occupation. And now, the International Committee of the Red Cross, in preventing them from seeing their sons and daughters who are caged by Israel. We demand the International Committee of the Red Cross take responsibility and wield the considerable power their unique position provides them to help the Shamlawis and the other thousands of Palestinian prisoner families who are suffering directly due to their negligence. The International Committee of the Red Cross was created on the mandate of ensuring that the Geneva Conventions are upheld. It's about time they fulfill their mandate and stop turning a blind eye to Israel's systematic breach of the Geneva Conventions. The International Committee of the Red Cross is actually helping the illegal Israeli occupation spread the Geneva Convention by denying families the right to visit their loved ones languishing in Israeli prisons. Shame on you, International Committee of the Red Cross! Shame on you! Shame on you, International Committee of the Red Cross!
Shame on you, International Committee of the Red Cross!
Free Palestine!
That's what they deceive us. Get an what we call autonomy, but we don't think that. We need full moon, not half moon. Yeah. The only solution is just struggle. I'm telling you.
Fantastic. All the way with you. Good man.
The Hares Boys. 5 Palestinian children, Tamar Souf, Ali Shamlawi, Amar Sharuf, Mohammed Suleiman and Mohammed Clay, who were taken from their families at gunpoint and today serving 15 years sentences for a crime that didn't even happen. We are here to demand justice for the Hares Boys. On the 14th of March 2013, an illegal Israeli settler car speeding along a road on the West Bank, built on stolen Palestinian land, crashed into the back of an Israeli truck, which had stopped to change a flat tire. This simple car accident, in which 4 people were hurt, was later at the behest of the angry settlers presented as an attack by Palestinian stone throwers. The truck's driver's earlier testimony that he stopped due to a flat tire was replaced with the new reason being that he had seen stones by the road. And an accident that happened after dark that nobody saw suddenly became a terror attack, with 61 witnesses, including the police. Over the next few days, over 50 masked Israeli soldiers with attack dogs stormed the local village of Hares in the early hours of the morning, and in waves of violent arrests kidnapped the children of the village. In total, 19 children were taken to the infamous HP-powered children's dungeon at Al-Jalami and locked up in solitary confinement for up to 2 weeks in filthy, windowless, 1 metre by 2 metre hole-in-the-ground cells with no mattresses. In the meantime, the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, announced to the settlers that he had caught the terrorists. When the children, who were mostly 16 years old, wouldn't confess, they were violently tortured with sexual threats were made against female members of their families in order to coerce confessions from the boys. With the confessions and the new eyewitness statements, 5 of the Hares boys were charged with 25 counts of attempted murder each. Even though there were only 4 people in the car, apparently the military court had decided that 25 stones were thrown, each with an intent to kill. And they couldn't distinguish which boys had thrown which stone, so each boy would be charged with throwing all 25 stones. 25 counts of attempted murder. The 5 boys have been illegally transferred to Israel in contravention of Article 76 of the 4th Geneva Convention to Megiddo prison. Hewlett-Packard provides technical services and central services that keeps Israel's dungeons and torture dens, including Megiddo, operational. In violation of international law, Israel has turned prisons into money-making enterprises, with the boys essentially forced to pay for their own imprisonment. Israel deliberately fails to provide Palestinian prisoners the basic essentials like edible food, clothes, underwear, shoes, and hygiene products like soap, toothbrushes. The boys are forced to buy these at the extortionately priced prison shop, costing the families over 125 euros a month to provide for one child's basic needs in prison. With no evidence of a crime, the military court kept on postponing the hearing dates from 1 month to 1 year to 2 years to 3 years. Meanwhile, the boys remain caged indefinitely and their families facing financial ruin in the process. A court hearing entailed the families having to spend most of the day queuing and enduring the humiliation at the checkpoints. Once past the checkpoints, the families had to wait hours at the court in anticipation of catching a glimpse of their son. Often they were disappointed as hearings were cancelled without notice. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, report on children in Israeli military detention concludes that Israel is the only country in the world where children are systematically tried in military courts that by definition fall short of providing the necessary guarantees to ensure respect for their rights. The conviction rate for Palestinian children in Israeli military courts is an unfathomable 99.74%. Faced with these stark facts and the prosecution threatening 25+ years sentences, the families were blackmailed blackmailed into accepting a 15-year plea agreement, which included paying a huge ransom of $38,750. The 5 boys were sentenced last year on the 28th of January 2016. This is the 4th anniversary of their abduction from their parents. Naima Shamlawi, the mother of Ali Shamlawi, one of the Hares boys, wrote to her son on this painful 4th anniversary. Her letter reads,
"My beloved son, light of my eyes, 4 years have passed since your imprisonment, and it feels like 40 years. 4 years of pain and sadness and missing and separation's agony. 4 years passed heavy and slow. How long the days and the nights. You are always on my mind. You are always with me, every day, every minute. When they arrested you, your childhood was still visible on your handsome face, and now when I visit you, I can see traces of manliness on that innocent face. I ask the Almighty God to reunite me with you soon, and I hope you will have your freedom in the very near future. Freedom to you and to your friends. Freedom to all our brave prisoners.
Unfortunately, the case of the Hares boys is not an isolated incident. Last year, between October 2015 and August 2016, Israel abducted and caged 2,320 Palestinian children, some as young as 11 years old. That's more than one child taken from their parents every 4 hours. Shame on you, Israel. Figures from Jerusalem show that 40% of children were sexually abused by Israeli soldiers during arrest or interrogation. During interrogation, 75% of Palestinian children detained by Israel are physically tortured. We are here to demand justice and freedom for the Hares boys and for all the children. Freedom from Tamir Saouf. Freedom from Ali Shamlawi. Freedom from Amar Saouf. Freedom from Mohammed Suleiman. And freedom from Mohammed Clay. Free the Hares boys. Free the Hares boys. Free Palestine.
See the children crying. Hear the children dying. Let's get together for Palestine. Yeah, let's all get together for Palestine. In this great land, women are screaming. In this great land, Zion is scheming. In this land so full of sin. Children of Palestine, we must unite and win. One love, one land. Let's get together for Palestine. Yeah, let's all get together for Palestine. Yeah, let's let's all get together for Palestine. Thank you, of course. See you again soon. Bye-bye.